All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Week 7 NFL quick hit videos. I'm Gyiraszin. Hey, we're going to break down some quarterbacks to start out the week, babe. Before I do so, man, we got to celebrate a little bit here. We had a huge Millie Maker winner here at SHIPIT Nation. Got to give our shout out to our boy D-Dry. If this guy ain't the hottest damn guy in all of DFS as far as winning goes, man, I don't know who is. I mean, 100,000 the week before, the 108,000 a couple days after. And then what does he do? He follows it up here by winning the $20 DraftKings Millie Maker here. Congrats to Mr. D-Dry here. What an incredible run here. But, man, we couldn't be more happy for him here at SHIPIT Nation. And, hey, if everybody's happy, make sure you get over there, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me over the SHIPIT Nation YouTube page. We definitely appreciate that. And then, hey, we got to just give a quick shout out to our favorite sponsors over here at Drafters. Get a $100 deposit bonus. You can still get in there. We got NBA best ball going on. We got some NFL contests week to week. You can get in there. Check that out. Of course, we also have Run the Sims. Get you 10% off your membership with promo code SHIPIT. You hear us talking about that, especially here on some of the Showdown shows. You hear us referencing that back and forth. LineStar is a great app here. Help you build your teams, make some bets and all that other fun stuff. Make sure you guys get in there and check out LineStar, the app as well. But hey, NBA around the corner, as I mentioned. If you guys are looking into joining the SHIPIT Nation team here, you get you a nice little 10% off any membership plan by using promo code NBA10. Get over there, check that out. If you're not sure you want to get a membership, we got a 5-day trial that we have here to offer. Get you everything except Discord. It's only $19. Get you the content, tools, rankings, just to see how everything is all laid out. We got NFL. Of course, we got a little bit of Showdown going with some MLB. We got NBA coming up, PGA, MMA, NHL around the corner, or is here actually. So all kinds of sports rolling here at SHIPIT Nation. Get in there and check it out. But hey, let's talk about some quarterbacks here this week on the main slate. We only got 10 games here this week on the main slate. We got 6 teams on a bye here this week. And then, of course, the island games knocked that down. But some quarterbacks on injuries we're going to have to worry about on the main slate. Anthony Richardson, shoulder. It looks like he done. He toast for the year. Looks like we're going to get some Gardner Minshew the rest of the season. Deshaun Watson's shoulder day-to-day. Could he play this week? Sounds like he's trending upward to getting in there this week. Josh Allen's shoulder, he's also day-to-day. We're going to have to keep our eye on him as the week progresses here for Buffalo. We already know Justin Fields and that thumb is going to keep him out here a couple weeks. I don't even know who the hell they're rolling out. Tyson Badger. I don't even know where the hell that school is either, by the way. But Jimmy G is back. He's still doing tests on his back. Still unclear if he's going to be able to get out there for the Raiders. And Daniel Jones, his next day-to-day. Could we get another Tyrod Taylor week this week? But a few stats here that I like to look at, looking at some DVP numbers for quarterbacks. Here we got the DVP, the worst team against quarterbacks, the top 5. Washington coming in at 32, Denver 31. We got Arizona 30, Chicago 29, and then Jacksonville, who isn't on the slate, but we'll put the Chargers in there at 27. Now, the toughest defenses against quarterbacks so far this year have been Cleveland 1, Baltimore 2, Buffalo 3, San Francisco 4, and Green Bay 5. And actually, these DVP points are actually FanDuel point-based. Also here, DVP mismatches we got here. We got the Chiefs coming in at a plus 20 against the Chargers this week. Baltimore is a plus 13 against Detroit. Green Bay plus 13 against Denver. And then we got Chicago is a plus 11 versus the Raiders. But obviously without Fields in there, that'll change. The biggest minus mismatch, number 25, minus 25, New England versus Buffalo. And then minus 11, Pittsburgh versus the Rams. Another thing, too, I do like to look at here are the over-unders in some of the games. As I mentioned, we got 10 games. The high over-under of the game this week, highest game on the main slate right now is the Chargers-Kansas City sitting at 48.5. Green Bay, Denver coming in at 2 at 45. Arizona, Seattle, 44.5. Pittsburgh and the Rams, 43.5. Detroit and Baltimore, 42.5. Buffalo, New England, 41.5. Washington and the Giants, 39.5. Cleveland, Indy, 39.5. Atlanta and Tampa, 38.5. And then the Raiders and Bears coming in at the bottom at 37.5. Another thing I like to look at during the week is QB rushing stats, the attempts. Lamar's got 60 attempts so far here this year, rushing attempts, which is, after you take out Hurts, Fields, and Jones, is almost double what the next guy is on the main slate. That'd be Dobbs, looking at 34 attempts. And then we got Mahomes coming in at 29 attempts. Now, we do have basically 6 guys here that only average 5 or more attempts a game. As I mentioned, Hurts, Lamar, Fields, Jones, Dobbs, and Lawrence are the only ones so far this year. As far as rushing TDs go on the year, we have Hurts with 5, Lamar with 4, Richardson had 4, Allen 3, Herbert 3, Goff 2, and Love 2. Now, the last 4 weeks points average for the quarterbacks, we got Allen leading the bunch at 25.6, Hurts at 24.3, Herbert 24.3, Lamar 21.3, Tua 21.3, Goff 20.3, and Mahomes at 19.6. Hey, enough of them little stats here. I got 3 guys here that I'm looking at already standing out for me here this week. My top guy that I'm going to be looking at here, I'm going to pay all the way up, and I'm looking to pay at 9,200, Patrick Mahomes versus the Chargers. Mahomes gets a great matchup here this week at home, as I mentioned, then the highest over-under game at 45.5 on the week. The Chargers have surrendered the 4th most passing yards in the air so far here this year. I love the upside here for Patrick Mahomes. Like to see his rushing upside too, as well. As I mentioned, he is 3rd on this slate in rushing attempts so far this season. So Patrick Mahomes for me, 9,200 against the Chargers. Next guy I'm going to be looking at here, Jordan Love, 7,800 versus Denver. Denver stinks. We already know that. Just giving up 35 points, 70 points, 28, 31, and 19 in the last 5 games. Sitting at 45, this is the second highest total on the main slate. I just think here with Love's rushing upside, 2 out of 3 games, he has had a rushing touchdown. I just think, especially with the return of Jones, I definitely think this offense gets right against a bad Denver team. Now, another guy I'm going to be looking at here is Lamar Jackson, 8,000 versus my Lions. Lamar is quietly one of the top in the top 4 in average points per week, as I had mentioned a little bit earlier. He does have the most rushing attempts by far, double the second guy, Dobbs, as I mentioned, 60 to 34. So definitely this is about the only rushing quarterback we're going to have here on the main slate. His last 13 attempts last week, he had 62 yards. 2 games, he's had 2 rushing touchdowns. This is the only way I think Baltimore stays in this game is by using his legs. Give me some Lamar Jackson at 8,000. Hopefully it falls in the end zone versus the Lions. But hey, that's going to do it for the quarterbacks here this week so far in week 7. I'll be back all week. We're going to be talking some running backs. We'll talk some wide receivers, and then we'll round out the week with some defenses and tight ends. But hey, we're going to stay hot at SHIPIT Nation. Let's just keep up there at the top of them tournaments. Lots of fun. As everybody said, winning all kinds of money. That's the way we do it here at SHIPIT. So we're going to end that one here. Let's go. Let's ship it. We'll see you tomorrow.